It never ceases to amaze me. So what do I mean by that? I mean dealer arrogance. That is the theme of today's video, folks. So to tell you a quick story, I am contemplating buying one of these Broncos, maybe not these specific ones, but just a Bronco in general. And I want to do that to rent it out on Turo. So I came to a local dealer here, and they had plenty of inventory, and I was kind of zeroed in on some of these here. And I'm asking, what they could do as far as price-wise goes. And they're sitting there saying, well, normally there's a markup on these, but we're willing to forego that and give you maybe a 1,000 off or something like that. We got some room to work. So keep in mind, these things have been sitting here forever. These are 2024s, folks. Like, they've been here for like 400 days. $53,315. And this is in Outer Banks with, that's nothing special. And some of the more, cool ones here, right? What do we got? So we've got the Black Diamond, $53,735. So this is probably more my speed. I do like the Black Diamond, but I also like to get a good deal on Broncos. And them thinking that, they're going to do $1,000 off, and this one here is Wild Tracks, 70 grand. And for me to take that as a good deal is just absurd. And that just goes to show, folks, like the pure arrogance and delusion that these dealerships have just blows my mind. I don't know. I mean, if I were selling shoes and I had a bunch of shoes still in my inventory for 400 and some odd days, and I had somebody coming in there and going, hey, I'm kind of looking for the best deal. And, I'll give you $5 off on that $200 pair of shoes. Normally we add $50 on top of that, but hey, I'll take care of you, even though it's been there for years. Like, just like all of these F-150s here. I mean, like, they are so overran with these. It's just crazy. When you're pumping out, a million of those a year, like, you're bound to have just inventory piled up and piled up and piled up, but nothing seems to sink in. And I don't know if they're, doing just killer business, and I am the one being ignorant here, but 60 grand for XLT with no options. What do you think, folks? Put in the comments. Are they delusional? Like, oh, and we've even got markups going here. Here's the cheap one. This is a XL, and another processing charge of $800. So what do we got? $50,000. This is a work truck XL. So not only is this dealer delusional, but frickin' Ford is delusional. I mean, holy goodness, right? Like, and they wonder why people are struggling and they're not wanting to start businesses and things like that, right? Well, you got to have a fleet, and now your cheap option is $50,000 for a not even, crew cab or anything. Like, this is a pure work truck spec, and you're at 50 grand. And then tack on all the nonsense, right? So basically out the door, you're like 57 grand. Just insane, right? And in here, again, 50 grand. This is the STX. I do like this trim, right? I think that Ford did a good job with this trim, but the price point is still just wild. I don't know. Put in the comments what you think. Would you buy a Bronco for $1,000 off? Like, do they not understand what happens to these vehicles when they're sitting around for 300, 400 days? Like, I just don't get it. Just so frustrating, folks. Yeah, I'll be able to find a Bronco for a good deal or something if I decide to actually go through with that. But still, I mean, for people to have inventory piled up and the refusal to give customers a fair price is just so infuriating. And it's so arrogant on their behalf. And it's like, you know, the world's collapsing around you, right? And you're just sitting there in your golden palace, right? In your own brain. And you're thinking that, oh, I'm going to be fine. You know, everybody else is shutting their doors and stuff like that, but I know my inventory is top notch, right? It'll sell itself. Yeah. 400 and some odd days, right? I don't, put in the comments what you think. Are you excited to see dealerships like this go away? I'm starting to get excited about that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.